The honorary degree will now be conferred. Mr. President, will you present the honorary degree candidate, Nancy Greene Raine?
Just a bit further out so they can see you in full dress. Mr. Chancellor, it is my privilege to present Nancy Greene Raine. A superb athlete, astute businesswoman, and dedicated ambassador of sport, she embodies those qualities Canadians most admire: grace, humility, and courage. We honor her today for her outstanding athletic career and her long and lasting service to Canada. From the beginning of her journey as a young skier in Rossland, BC, she set the bar high and never once wavered from her goal, to be an Olympic champion. Canadians followed her career, sharing in her victories as this great and modest athlete won 3 U.S. championship titles, 17 Canadian titles, and 2 overall World Cup championships. In 1968, Nancy Greene Raine's dream came true when she stood on the Olympic podium at Grenoble to receive gold and silver medals, while every Canadian's heart swelled with pride. Her success brightened Canada's name on the international stage. After her retirement from competition, she began another journey, again drawing on the self-discipline, tenacity, and sense of fair play that had made her an Olympic champion. Together with her husband, Al Greene, she played a pivotal role in the development of Whistler into one of North America's finest ski resorts. And subsequently, she repeated her success with Sun Peaks Resort near Kamloops. At the same time, and to the benefit of all Canadian athletes, Nancy Greene Raine proved to be an outstanding emissary who has helped shape the soul of sport in this country, inspiring thousands of young people with her competitive spirit and her love of skiing. As honorary chair of the Nancy Greene Ski League, she has encouraged thousands of children to pursue their dreams. And during the past few years, she has also played an integral role as part of the team responsible for our winning bid for the 2010 Olympics. Nancy Greene Raine has received many honors for her achievements. As an inductee of the BC Sport Hall of Fame and a member of the Order of Canada, she was also named Canada's Female Athlete of the 20th Century. Nancy Greene Raine has brought out the very best in herself and in us. Mr. Chancellor, it is my pleasure to ask, on behalf of the Senate of this university, that you confer upon Nancy Greene Raine the degree Doctor of Laws honoris causa.
Nancy Greene Raine, by virtue of the authority vested in me and in the Senate of this university, I hereby admit you to the degree of Doctor of Laws honoris causa. Dr. Greene Raine will be hooded by Dr. John Waterhouse, Vice President, Academics.
Congratulations. It is with pleasure that I now call on Dr. Nancy Greene Raine for her convocation address.
Thank you very much. It is a real pleasure to be here today, and I appreciate very much being presented with an honorary degree from this great university. Years ago, when I was still ski racing, I remember the excitement as Simon Fraser University was first opened. The combination of an incredible location and an exciting architecture caught the imagination of everyone. And it's really good to see that SFU is still as beautiful as it was back then. Back then, as members of the Canadian ski team, we were intrigued that SFU was going to be different. It was the first Canadian university to offer sports scholarships, and there's no doubt that over the years it has attracted many of Canada's top amateur athletes who've been able to combine a competitive and academic career. SFU is a great example of developing the whole person, and I really respect this. On an occasion such as this, it's traditional that recipients of honorary degrees give some words of wisdom to those of you who are graduating today. When you started at SFU, you set goals, and now you've earned a degree through hard work and perseverance. I'm sure it has not been easy, and I can just imagine how good you feel today. Congratulations. Now that you are moving on to a career or to further study, this is a time when you have to take stock and maybe set new goals. Goal setting is something that both athletes and business people do on an ongoing basis. It's really important to have goals in your life. There's an old saying, if you don't know where you're going, how will you know if you get there? Goals are easy in sports. My goal was to win a gold medal in the Olympics. And guess what? I found out that when you do win, you just have to set new goals. Perhaps it's more valuable to ask yourself, what is success? Is it wealth? Is it fame or power? These are the measures that society often uses to judge people. What do you want out of life? From my perspective today, I can tell you that the real measure of success is in the relationships you build with your friends, your family, and your community. In today's highly competitive business world, the demands on your time will be unrelenting. But be careful. It really is important to balance your work and your family time. In the end, family relationships are what really count. And it's important to live your life as you go through it, not just to save it up for when you retire. Learn to enjoy the simple pleasures of life. A walk in the countryside or a hike in the mountains, especially in our beautiful province. These cost virtually nothing, but are more rewarding than a credit card full of things that you get at a mall. Try to avoid debt. It's a lot easier to sleep at night. Now I'd like to say a few words about a goal facing all of us here in British Columbia, the challenge of putting on the best ever Olympics in 2010. And the deadline is fixed. 2010 is less than 6 years away. I'm really excited by what this means. It's been a long time since BC had such a tangible goal, and I truly believe that it will be very good for our province. The design and construction industry will be challenged, as will the planning and management skills of the organizers. The Olympics offers a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to strut our stuff before the whole world. It will be great, not only for tourism and sports, but also as a showcase for other products and for the talents of our people. The Olympics and Paralympics are different from any other major international event. It's not just a big show, a month-long celebration of superstar athletes. This is what we see when we watch the Olympics on TV. But in reality, when we host the Olympics, it's different. It gives us all the chance to get involved at a personal level, whether you work or volunteer for the organizing committee or attend as spectators or go there as an athlete. This will be your Olympics. And the impact on kids will be undeniable. Young athletes are already turned on, but more importantly, it's an opportunity to challenge the average kid to get the Olympic spirit and pursue their own personal fitness goals. When 2010 Olympics are over and we look back and ask, did we succeed? I won't measure it in the medals won or in putting on the best ever Olympics. I will judge our success as British Columbians and as Canadians in how we use the Olympics to change our lifestyles. Are we fitter and healthier people? Did we become a nation of doers rather than watchers? Olympic athletes have a competitive spirit, and they don't give up. Our society needs to adopt these same values. It's not about winning at all costs, but it is about not being afraid to take a challenge. In the Olympic Plaza in Calgary, there's a wonderful quote. In the Olympic Games, the most important thing is not to win, but to take part, just as the most important thing in life is not the triumph, but the struggle. As you look forward to 2010, I urge you all to get involved, if not in the actual organization of the Games, then at a personal level in your own commitment to a healthy lifestyle. Good luck to you all, and thank you again for the honor that you've given me today.
Thank you, Dr. Greene Raine.